Hi guys, this is a guy here with another deck profile. I thought I was done with Kagero. Turns out I have two more decks to show you guys. One of them is Seal Dragons because I never played Seal Dragons in the original TCG nor in Zero, so might as well. I had so much Kagero mats and I have no use for them once Zero ends, so might as well spend them. And I don't spend it on making SB cards to upload to my Vanguard Zero short thing. Said I made a deck for it. Like I crafted all my blockade infernos and my single copy blockade because I never got those when they were available. Anyways, let's start with Cross Origin, which is our first try. His skill is Counter plus one, Seal Dragon Heart, turn a card in your G zone face up, preferably himself, so you can retire one of your opponent's rear guards for each copy of himself in your G zone. If your opponent then looks at the top four cards of their deck, chooses grade 2 at random for each card retired by this effect, and call it to the same rear guard circle. Your opponent's abilities do not activate from the effect of the call if the number of cards called is less than the number of cards retired to the chosen rear guard first. Call it to the first chosen first. Eh. If less cards were called, the first one that were retired where gets priority and stuff. Like if you retire the back row first, your back row will get priority and stuff like that. Then has a cool skill if your opponent's Vanguard has two or more grade 2 rear guards, preferably in the back row, he gains 1 crit. And we run 3 copies into I have 4 copies. Because we have Titan. Well, I can make all my Titans SP. Oh, 3 of them. Titan's skill is Counter Blast, flip a card, face up. And if you retire this turn, you draw a card. And you can retire another card for each face up copy of himself. And if you're GB3 and you're in Blaze, you get a crit, which is nice. Then Elvog Express, when plays G Persona Flip and Counter Blast. This card nullifies trigger effects if either player's at 5 damage, and when this card attacks the Vanguard, your opponent cannot guard with PGs unless they discard a grade 3. So preferably your opponent's at 5 because heal guards can stop her. Then we have one copy of Ziegenberg, which is his first skill does nothing because we don't have a copy of him. His GB3 skill is great because GB3 at the end of the battle, this unit attacks. If you're in blazing, you most likely are. Counter plus 1 and discard how many cards your opponent has on how many regards your opponent has, and discard them. Then you stand back up with -2 drive. Hopefully, you retire enough cards for you to discard at least 1 or 2 at best, not worse. Then we have one copy of Granite Crush. Granite Cross has a skill of if you have a Seal Dragon Heart, Counter Blast, and Soul Brush, retire all of your opponent's grade 2 rear guards, and your opponent calls a grade 2 from their hand at the start of your opponent's next turn. If not called, you draw a card. Meaning, if your opponent runs resist grade 2s, you can use this to say bye-bye to those grade 2s. So you can do 3 swings to face. And we have Harmonic Messiah, our Unlocker, our prevents damage deny plays, and if you're going first, you get a heal trigger, a heal guard. Then Drachma, very powerful card when placed. Counter Blast 2, retire all of your opponent's rear guards, including the Vanguard, bind them, and your opponent rides a random card with the highest grade from their hand. Your opponent's ability does not activate if called by this effect. At the start of your opponent's next turn, your opponent discards 2 cards. Oh well, the discard aspect really kinda hurts Drachma. If it was during the turn it disactivates, it would be way scarier. Anyways, let's talk about Seersucker. Seersucker's skill is when placed, your Vanguard is a Seal Dragon 100%, retire one of your opponent's rear guards, grade 1 or greater, and your opponent calls a grade 2 from their deck at the start of your opponent's next turn. If they do not call, you draw a card and counter charge and counter blast. So basically, cheap back row retire or cheap front row retire. In exchange, your opponent has to decide to give you to make it free and a +1 or not. Most likely they won't do it unless they would do it because it helps filters their deck. Then Blockade Inferno, Limit Break 4. You're here mostly because I can't think of a better one. The other one's like the Break Ride. Eh. Blockade Inferno skill is if you have two or more Steel Dragons are in your soul, which is like your grade 1, your grade 2, your grade 3. Sadly, there's no Steel Dragon Strides or better Steel Dragon PG, so we're stuck with Lava Flow and Protect Orb, which is the CCPG. Converse 2 to get 10,000 power until enter all of your opponents' grade 2 rear guards. If you retire 3 or more, draw a card and he has a cross trade with Blockade. Blockade skill is continuous. All your opponent's units loses intercept, which made them so strong in the first set. So strong. Then that's it for grade 3s. Grade 2s we have Growgrain. Growgrain's front row rear guard skill is great, which is if this card's in the front row, it ignores intercept, so you can basically you have a Blockade Inferno online, but only in this same column as this unit. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, he gains 2k if your Vanguard is a Seal Dragon. So this is 11k beater. Then Knight skill is Mass nullifies intercepts. Skill when placed, your Vanguard is a Seal Dragon Blast, Soul Blast 1. To have all your opponent's rear guards to lose intercept. It even affects Nipada. Yes. So annoying, Nipada, so annoying. Then Baratea. Baratea's skill is just a force call for your opponent's Soul Blast 1. And your opponent is forced to call grade 2 from their hand to an empty rear guard circle at the start of your opponent's next turn. If not called, you draw a card. It's basically Soul Blast 1 to draw or Soul Blast 1 to force call. Same thing with Corduroy. Instead, he retires, then he does a force call. Effects do not activate when used by this skill, then are counter-charging PG. If you have a copy in the drop zone, he counter-charges when you activate it. Grum on play, Soul Blast 2, counter-charge 2. Lava Flow is just a stride fodder. Then we have Gary Serge or Gary Serg. When boosted, counter plus 1, it ignores intercept. Oh my gosh, you just need to run 3 of them. Oh well. Anyways, there's that. Then we have Terry Cloth, a rare instance where you don't need to run Conroe. Then again, if you want to run Conroe, it's still a good plan, but I prefer to go pure when it comes to archetype based decks. Unless the starter is so good that it goes beyond it. But still, this card does the same thing as Corduroy. It forces your opponent to you retire one of your opponent's cards and force calls them a card. So it deck thins their deck as well. So if your opponent tends to deck out, it will be faster. Anyways, let's see if we have an opponent, and my clan level is level 50 already. So making these Kagro deck profiles is a minus for me because I'm clan level 50, so there's no use. Would I build a deck profile for you? No. Because Perdition is pretty dead. You have no support. The only support you have is like Vortex Desires. And at best, Vortex Desires is a turn 5 card. Because you have to Legion first to use it. Because Vortex Desires, because if you have 2 hearts, he deals 1 damage. He got so much buff. Excuse me. Kagero Mirror Match. And Miwa in the anime uses Seal Dragons, by the way. Okay. Okay-ish ride. Sir Sucker is okay. That's his name, right? Seer Sucker. Okay, I'm going second. I'm getting first stride. Oh my. Never mind. If I was going first, I could retire that Conroe. Unless he was smart. Oh, I could be smart. I can choose not to attack. That's the thing. I can just not attack him and I'll be good because he'll force to attack me sooner or later. Like that's a play with Kagro. Like when the N was rampant in zero, when the N was rampant in Vanguard zero, the N players have mirror match so much that they tech encourage to battle for the mirror match. So I'm gonna call this and pass turn and just pass turn. My opponent can't retire because Tejas got nerfs to be only a rearguard card, and there's no card that retires via Soul Blast. And if it does, he has to call over Conro for it, which is high evolute. Oh my gosh, never mind. I forgot harmonics is a thing. I forgot harmonics is a thing. I forgot that harmonics is a thing. I forgot harmonics Messiah is a thing. And I run Messiah. I just talked about Messiah. Oh my gosh. But anyways, it's a play you could do. Sometimes they might forget to do it. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Because like sometimes I could have activated the self damage from Harmonic Missile, but I choose not to activate it because like why do I self ping? I have counter charge. I mean I have counter blast. So no need. Okay, smart play calling no rear guards. That's the downside of Terry Cloth. Like if your opponent has no rear guards, Terry Cloth is basically a useless card right now. Okay. Who would I ride? Blockade Inferno or Seersucker? Seersucker has a skill regardless of Vanguard or rear guard, so there's the bonus of it. That's a good aspect of Seersucker. But Seersucker can it's a Vanguard rear guard skill, so I can just call them at the rear guard. But then again, it's like better ride Seersucker. Okay, Soul Charger. Wait, why didn't he retire a card? Because it's on place. It doesn't care. Bye bye, Conroe. You're gonna go away. Okay, ride this. Activating skill. Excuse me. Calling Blockade Inferno. Then swing. Heal is good. Do I get another heal? Do I get another heal? Heal is no longer good. Then swing. Opponent gets a draw trigger. Opponent has 21 cards left in deck. I have 25. Okay. First try, it will not do anything except deal me 1 damage. And I just. And grade 3 goes away. He chooses not to call stuff, so I'll draw a card. Or it didn't activate because. Did I draw a card? I'm not sure. Might be, because I do have this thing in my hand. Which wasn't. I'm not sure anymore. We can check the record. You guys can check the recording if I drew a card or not, because he didn't call anything. Oh my gosh, it was a draw trigger too. Okay, I'll take 2 hits this game. Minimum, I'll take 2 hits. There's a chance one of the ducks will be blocked. Never mind, all attacks will go through. Unless the next swing gets me a trigger check, which will block the last attack possibly. Okay, wrong attack pattern. Never mind. Never mind. Regardless of attack pattern or not. That 26 plus 5, 31. Heal is good. I do waste a ton of counter blasts. That is 30 flat, 1k short. They're freaking 1k short. Okay, the heal stopped the attack, thankfully. Because that was a pretty good onslaught for him. Then I'll try it again. Hmm. Excuse me. Okay, I push him to 5 here. I have 4 cards to guard with. I'll take 1 hit because he's gonna purge again. Most likely because this is ideal time to do the purge. Especially the purge. That's the thing. Does he have the overlords to pay for it? Check the trigger check. He has 7 triggers out. He only has 2 overlords left. I don't know why he paid for the soul blast, cause he should have paid with the stride. Because he's gonna retire anyways. Well, maybe he wants to retire my whole board or something. It's the purge and activate counter blast 1. Check top 7. Add an overlord, which will remove his triggers to only 1. Only heal guards left, which he has 4 left in the deck since one of them is guaranteed to be in his hand. Bye bye back row card. He got nothing. Okay, does he have one in the hand? If he doesn't, he can't use the purge. He has it in his hand. Okay, hopefully it's not a trigger. It is another trigger. Just hurts. My Vanguard is 16. His ham doesn't hit unless he gets over. His other guard can hit. And he's Penta drive right now. Or is it Quintet drive right now? Quadrate, Quinta, Pentagon. He doesn't call anything, so heal guard, heal guard, heal guard. All 3 attacks heal guard, but I only have 1 heal guard, so 2 PGs. Okay, we know 1 heal is out. He gives the part of the Vanguard to turn it to an actual PG check. Heal is bad now. That's the second heal. So less heals in the hand, which is a good thing for me. I can't go Nova L Express. I have no cards to retire unless I top deck Knight again. If I wait, I have no more copies of Inferno anymore. 1, 2, 3, 3. I have 1 copy of Inferno. I could try and go Drachma here. I could try and go Drachma. That is a play that I could do. Hmm. Must be. Wait. The force call will be next turn, which is kinda sad. He most likely called that's why. Things he has no more grade 3s in his deck. That's the thing, he has no more grade 3s. Okay. He calls a card so he doesn't draw. Huh. Then again, forcing your opponent to call a card. Huh. My only intercept is gone. And I'm dead now. Do I have heals left in my deck? I have no heals left. He can stride to L Express of his own and win. By the way, guys, Seal Dragons is not that high over there in the Kagro list. Like, there is Blade Master is higher than him. It's just that I didn't get enough of the cards that I needed to win. Maybe I should have gone with more Corduroy instead, but Corduroy is Counterblast 1. And we spent so much counterblast already in the deck. Exactly 5 cards left in deck, and none of them are triggers now. He has 2 heals. If his first check is 2 heals, he will still have 3 cards left in his deck. Enough to do a triple drive. More than enough to do a triple drive. High Evolute does nothing since you need your Vanguard to have its original name being Dragonic Overlord, the Destiny, or Overlord in its name. Mm, 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 mm. I could have gone Drachma, that's the thing. Could have gone Drachma. If I saved my held Dragon Blockade or something. I could have gone Drachma. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Okay, Shadow Paladin versus Seal Dragons. Okay, keeping hand. Okay, it is Claret Sword base. Interesting. When it comes to shadows, like Lord is on top, followed by Clara, then lastly is either a fight between witches and Raging Rap Dragon. Okay, we're doing okay. Hopefully, there's really nothing much for me to talk about when it comes to playing. Seal Dragons, because first of all, even when Seal Dragons was part of the meta, it wasn't really rampant. People still played the NXDDD, which is Dauntless Drive Dragon, or Dauntless Drive Dragon with Novell, the original Grade 4 Novell. Hmm. Riding Blockade. Uh, Paying the cost with regular Blockade. He chose to call cards just so I don't draw a card. That's it. This is one thing he does. It's like like, do you want me to draw a card or do you want to just call a grade 2? Okay. The only advantage for me doing this to him is that he has extra fodder to kill. That's it. I draw a card. I'm 4. Okay, does he get a back row? He retires a back row. Okay, going with another Inferno. Cross Origin, let's go. I haven't found like a Neon Nectar player who has like resist units, or a Gear Chronicle player who has resist units, or Nepada for my Kagro to do. I won't do another take for Seal Dragons, mostly because it's like I already know Seal Dragons is pretty bad, so I don't really need to do another take about it. But I might do do one more game after this. If I lose, I'll do one more game. If I win, I'll do a one more game as well. Because this deck is just so rare. It's like no one plays the deck. The only change I might change might be removing who's that grade 2? Baratea for more copies of Corduroy. Because my opponent just calls grade 2s non-stop. Instead of letting me draw a card. And if I ran out of origins now. The only thing I have left is like Blade Master Titan. Can I survive this? No. Nope. At best, I'll be 16,000. No, 20,000 at 21,000 at best. That's the best I can do. 21,000. You can only retire one card. Wait, why did it retire two? Must be has a skill that's counted as a grade 1 in the deck. Hmm. Okay, or my opponent might time out for the win. That's the problem when your decks require you to think too much. Okay, I'll survive because my opponent did the same thing as I did, which is not call enough cards. That's now heal range unless my opponent gets a trigger. One trigger, no trigger, no trigger. Quite dry. Oh, it's PG range because of the booster, because I got the trigger. Hmm. Do I even have another copy of Inferno so I can do Drachma? I cannot do Drachma. Wait, how many cards in my G zone though? I already have one. If I flip a copy, I'll retire one. Do I want to draw a card? Call. Thing is, I'm gonna call this here. I have 3 heals left in deck. This is now a PG range card, and I can no longer do Drachma, even if I wanted to anymore. Can no longer do Drachma because Drachma is a Persona Blast. I mean Persona Stride. Stride cost. That's the problem with Ultimate Stride. You need to have a copy of the card. Do you call grade 2? If not, I draw a card. And Soul Charge and Counter Charge. He calls a grade 2. Wait. Okay. Then what's the difference with this card? Oh my gosh. Why is Bateria not the same as a grade 3 Seer Sucker? Here he needs to be lucky and have checks 2 cards. If not, he's GG. He runs stand triggers. I have enough guard cards to be okay. Bye bye, front row. He gets a stun. Wait, why is this not activating? Okay. It's bottom of the deck, right? Swing 21,000. Nothing. Nothing again. Swing, he needs to get stun triggers. If not, he's kinda dead. Because I can do stuff. He gets a stun trigger. This is PG range. And this is heal guard range. Okay, this is my final turn. Regardless. Final turn! Like, okay, let's check. My opponent has three heal guards out. He doesn't. He runs stun triggers. That's the thing. He runs at least two more stun triggers. No, like two stun triggers maybe. If I go Titan, Titans guarantees me the border. Guarantees me. Yeah, guarantees me this thing. Okay, I'll go with this thing. I have three counter blocks anyways. Do you have a grade 3 in hand? They do have a grade 3 in hand. Oh well, I'm dead. Because I wasted I could have gone Titan. If I did Titan, I would have killed two cards on board. Here, the only thing I did was just Titan or Novel, because like I must have misread the card skill. I thought it's when it at high. Oh well. Thought it would be better. But my opponent has no board, has 9 cards left in deck, and I don't think that Claret prevents deck out. Oh my gosh. If he doesn't get a stun here, I win. No, if no, I keep saying I always keep saying that. I always keep saying that I'll win if he doesn't get the stun trigger. But it doesn't really do anything, like retires his. And after battle, this unit attacks. Call a grade 1 or less. Oh my gosh. +1. I'm dead. I thought that was it. Turns out he can do one more attack. Well. I'll do one more game since Seal Dragons is quite rare. Then after that I'm gonna end this and do Blade Master Titan, which so many people have done. the deck already. Like different fight, DJ Zora. I think I'm the one who did Seal Dragons. Let's check on YouTube. Seal Dragons. Okay, there is someone here, but it's in Thai, I think. One more, then go. Okay, there's only one person. Okay, two more, but they're in different languages. Excuse me. Okay, riding this card. I'm going first. I'm gonna ride Blockade. Just for the heck of it. And so my Inferno gets across, right? Okay. No, no, this is before it got its G support. Okay, people did Seal Dragon stack profile. But none of them is like during the G era. Like I only found two and both of them are in foreign languages. Okay, three. Nope. Nope, it's an older, it's an actual TCG one. Hmm. I almost got, I almost gave my opponent an intercept. uh, this stops the attack there. Going Blockade. So if he gets an intercept, we'll do nothing. Do we get a draw trigger? Yes, I do. I draw. Okay, Grom is in the bottom of my deck, which will hurt me a bit. Never mind, my opponent's deck said no to me. Ouch. Okay, went overhand. Obviously, I can use my counter charging PG first. I am 15,000 now. 16,000, I'll be 20. That's my inhaler, by the way. I'm 20 flat. He used after image PG? Why? The counter charger is better. Even the other one is better. Dun, dun. No choice. I'm cross right numbers at least. This thing's going worse if the attack hits. I'm at 5. It's most likely going to hit anyways. Oh, okay, double tam. Okay, draw card and counter charge. It's 3 PGs. I'm 13,000 base power. It still doesn't stop my opponent. She's when they dominate, it gains a small inch. It's just a small smidgen of power. Never mind. It's gonna get the 10,000 powered crit. I'm 13,000 power. He has to call back row and another back row. And I am dead now here, man. I am dead. Wait, shouldn't that thing attack my rear guard first? Oh well, do I have heals left in my deck? If I do, I do not have heals. I use up all my guard cards. Okay, first deck I fought was a Kagro mirror match. Second deck was Claret Sword. Third deck was Nobatama. All those decks, they are control decks as well. No, no, wait, Lord is not a control. I had my best chance with Lord. I mean against Claret. I had my best chance there at Claret. Okay, it's 50 minutes, 54 minutes. I'm gonna end this now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, hopefully, we will see more Steel Dragons in the future, which I doubt, but who knows? Bug Sagra looks Steel Dragon as design wise. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.